Hello everyone and welcome back to GamerGuildTV for our annual tradition of watching along to Geoff Keighley's Summer Game Fest with a beer in hand, friends in the chat, and of course the man of many pixels to join me for a drink. How are you doing, Richie? That's good to hear. I'm good. I'm excited. It's kind of been a build-up we've been talking about for several weeks now on the weekly podcast. The GamerGuild Podcast, by the way, check it out if you haven't done so already. Our weekly show where we round up all the gaming news. And don't get me wrong, this is probably going to be the most bumper-filled show we've ever done this coming week. We're actually going to be recording it late, purely because of all the news. It would be very naive of us to watch all of this and then all the Xbox news, but record the show before all of that. So stay tuned, keep it locked, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. But of course, we've got less than 5 minutes until Geoff kicks things off with the Summer Game Fest. We're expecting a show of around 2 hours with probably a mixture of reveals, updates on games we already know about, maybe some secrets in there, and no doubt plenty of advertisements to pay for the whole show in general. But we're here with you, the wonderful audience out there in the chat, who's joining us for this event, as many of you do every single year. I can see plenty of folks out there. We've got Sednar in the chat, Reality V Gaming, Brenton K's joining us as well. Hopefully got Sarge is in the chat, Hungry Moogle, Gary's here as well. So loads of wonderful folks, and I'm sure a couple of them all joining the lead up to the actual event as well. Simon's there as well, saying Richie's on mute, which is... I can hear you okay. I can hear you okay. The chat should probably be able to hear you now, actually.
Yeah. Chat, let me know if you can hear me.
They should be able to. I was planning to do the whole 2 hours with Richie muted, but it's because he's got a terrible cough, folks. That's what he was telling you. He's got a terrible cough, and he's going to try and hide it. Big Lawrence is also in the house. Hjorvar's in the house as well. Resolved his car issue from earlier on. But yes, we are here, and Hjorvar will not acknowledge that comment about the Euros friendly warm-up. It doesn't matter until it's in the tournament. But we've got less than 3 minutes, Richie. Almost. Any final predictions you want to get off your chest? I know we did a couple of predictions on this week's show. Chat, let us know your predictions as well. Drop them in there as we dive into it.
I don't have any predictions, but I've pulled up a PC Gamer article. They've bullet pointed some things that we already know about that have either been leaked or strongly rumoured.
Right.
So something from Remedy.
Yes, I think we're all expecting something from Remedy. They teased... Geoff Keighley did the trailer. He does like his usual trailer ahead of time, and as part of that, the very last thing you saw was Mr. Daw from the game itself, and he was saying like Night Springs, which we know the first DLC is called Night Springs, so it seems very fitting that Remedy was shown. We know they've got a great relationship with Geoff, so no surprise on that front.
And the third party, so the third party and relatively small as a publisher, so where do you put it? He is probably the best place.
Absolutely.
The new skate game, amongst the Hunter Wilds trailer. Special Capcom announcements. Any idea what they could be?
Special Capcom announcements. I mean, Capcom have an absolute blinder at the moment. I'd say Resident Evil. Capcom's Resident Evil, right?
Could be, yeah.
I always pause when I say that and think, is it Konami? Is it Capcom? But it is Capcom, isn't it? So
I think so, yeah.
Maybe not.
We had a few leaks as well recently for Resident Evil 9.
We spoke about it. I don't think it'll be all of the leaks, but there's definitely some. Derek's in the chat as well, hoping for some new Resi news. So Derek's one of the folks who's here for that. Ben's also in the chat as well. He binned off his Kumar account to see his real name. That's because you locked yourself out, Ben. That's why you did that good old password reset. You've been scammed by the fraudsters out there. They've got all your details now. They've actually sent them to Richie so you can utilise them for memberships and super chats.
Yeah, I'm going to force you into a membership.
Yes.
Little as 99p.
I mean, he's already a member, but we like it. Dwemer Tom as well in the chat, excited for the Thing remaster. Yeah, that was a tease that came out from Night Dive Studios. What I love in the build-up to Summer Game Fest is all the devs and publishers, they like to tease. Even though they hate leaks when they happen, they can't help but tease stuff leading into it. So
sometimes I think they leak things themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Because a leak gets more news coverage than sometimes a press conference.
Yeah, it does. Hungry Moogle pointing out in the chat, New World is coming to consoles, or PS5 at least, which is the Amazon Studios game. Not coming to Luna, maybe. We'll see. Maybe that's like the big console/cloud release we get. I'm not expecting to see much from Xbox with them having a follow-up showcase on Sunday, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get some maybe non-Xbox exclusive stuff off their chest here. Yeah. Maybe like a couple of trailers to say this is coming to PS5, it's coming to Switch, it's coming to PC.
For the last 50 seconds, I'll just blast through this PC gamer list. Dune Awakening, Slit Ahead, which is a new game from the Silent Hill creator. Kingdom Come Deliverance, something from the makers of Thirsty Suitor. A horror game from Blumhouse, First Descendants release date. a Dragon Ball Sparking Zero trailer, teaser from Among Us, the animated TV show, a new game from the creator of Choo Choo Charles. I look at Metaphoria Fantasio. I look at a lot of exciting things from Pal World and the next iteration in one of 2K's biggest, most beloved franchises. But there's also been said not to expect a massive, big one more thing reveal.
Yeah, that's what we need, temporary expansion, which I wish Geoff didn't do that. I think always ending on such a high is always a good thing to do, but he does it at the Game Awards, where he just does the Game of the Year and then it's done, which I get the Game Awards get a bit more of a pass because they are... you want to celebrate the winner of Game of the Year.
Game Awards should be Game of the Year.
Yeah. The following program...
That's fine for Game Awards. Yeah.
May contain content that some viewers find offensive. And may contain flashing lights that may trigger seizures. So be careful, folks. Here we are. Summer Game Fest. Let me know how the volume is. As we welcome to the stage. I'll turn the volume up if you want to, folks. Here we go. Chat. Get excited. What trainers is he wearing? He was messaging about this earlier and he hasn't decided yet. Not for grey with a dash of red by the looks of it. In the YouTube theatre.
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games?
Damn right we are.
Yep.
We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world.
Volume's low, Chris.
2 hours.
You never know how loud Jeff's going to be.
This has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. Thanks to digital distribution,
that might be delay from when I've turned it up.
Creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year.
Helldivers.
Some of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams, or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great.
That's a sly dig at people getting laid off, isn't it?
And you'll see that
in the sly dig, today, bang on the nose.
The next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think this platform is important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wishlist it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community.
Really?
And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games?
It's going to be blasting loud on this first trailer now.
It all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
It's not going to do that thing. I might. It's Xbox said.
Hey, this is a hot dog guy auditioning for the
Lego hot dog.
Lego Horizon.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay.
Lego Uncharted.
Empathy. Oh, hilarity.
Give me Lego Uncharted.
It's Lego Horizon. Gorilla. Yeah.
Anyway.
Lego dinosaurs.
Lego Horizon is much more marketable in terms of actual Lego sets.
I gotta get me one of those.
I mean, it's Lego dinosaurs in its own right are cool.
That hot dog guy is Aloy.
But I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the world.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna
Like Richie, you've recently just got into Lego games, so this could be like your first day one.
A lonely hero
I hope my girlfriend's watching because we are probably going to play this game.
Hello. I have friends, you know.
It's co-op, of course. It's co-op.
Of course, it's a Lego game.
But like looking at the Lego, like the PlayStation franchises, they don't have much that's like friendly, if that makes like, and not M-rated. Like if you think of God of War, other than Spider-Man, a lot of theirs are like The Last of Us. You're not going to get something for families and kids. So outside of Astrobot, Horizon probably is the next best thing.
Yeah. I think a Lego Uncharted game would be really cool, but I think in terms of selling actual Lego sets, which they clearly want to do,
Yeah.
Horizon lends itself better, just because all the different like robot dinosaurs that you can build.
Yeah. And you know what?
Oh, Chris, we're gonna get a Lego in the jar. We're gonna have to buy one.
Oh, of course. I mean, I've been going back and forth with the wife this week about the Lord of the Rings Barad-dûr Lego set, and I'm not allowed it. I'm not allowed it.
Really?
£400 is just
yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. Lego Horizon Adventures. Switch.
What? That's a surprise and a half.
PlayStation. See, the industry's changing. Xbox,
it's only
PlayStation.
Oh, wasn't that fun? That
It's
was
only
Lego
first-party
Horizon Adventures
IP.
coming out later this year for
It's coming to
PlayStation,
Switch.
but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful,
Well, mine's already
lighthearted
blown.
story inspired by the world of Horizon, designed with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios.
Is that the first Lego game we've had that's not to do with a movie
For their
tie-in
next
as well?
project, they are proud to announce
Ever.
No More Room in Hell 2.
Like I know they've done like.
Marvel Superheroes wasn't a tie-in.
8 players.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
Marvel,
Dark.
but
That's true.
it's
up to
just
you to
Marvel.
find your friends
Do you get it
and
on the Switch or the
survive
PlayStation, though, Richie?
permadeath. Here is the
Probably
first look.
PlayStation.
Yeah, probably PlayStation.
I think Lego games would be great in the Switch, but Switch 2. I'm not that
true.
much interested in Switch games unless they're exclusive.
You know what? That opens up a whole other conversation for the podcast. Is what PlayStation games are going to go to the Switch now? Astrobot on Switch. That's like so.
No, I don't
fitting.
think the Switch could run Astrobot.
Switch 2.
Switch 2 might.
What's this?
But
This
bear
looks-
in mind, Astrobot Playroom was basically a tech demo for the PS5. They weren't holding back with that game. I know it's a
What a
cartoony
conversation.
platformer, but
This looks cool.
it looks like a Left 4 Dead World War Z kind of thing.
Dwemer says, yeah, Lego City Undercover. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I used to really like Lego Ninjago. Me and my brother were all over that. And Bionics.
Yeah.
Used to love the little
Hell yeah.
Bionics movies. 8-player co-op. You watching, chat? There's more
It's
than
not
8
really
of us here.
co-op if it's 8 player. That's just multiplayer.
World War Z, but with 8.
Yeah. World War 8.
Oh, he's going to go Peter Gabriel on his ass. No Raw Room in Hell 2.
Coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense.
Hey,
All
Halloween
right.
game.
To introduce our next game,
Early
please join me in
access,
welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals, like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
I was just going to say Curious George then. I was like, is the monkey going to come out?
Yeah.
Yes, Hungry Moogle. Bionicles were amazing. Are amazing, in fact.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so
Curious
excited to be here
Joy.
at Summer Game Fest.
What a name.
I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
Oh, so is Jeff handing over the hosting to
As young witches
other
and
people
wizards,
now?
we all
Maybe,
dream of
maybe.
soaring through the sky.
Oh, he's the
with
Harry
our
Potter
heroes.
Quidditch game.
When it
Yeah.
comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star?
I just think this game looks dreadful.
To be
Can you remember the name of all of the balls, Richie?
to
Quiz.
keep,
Right, this is Golden Snitch,
quiz.
everyone knows that.
Golden Snitch, yeah.
Waffle.
to chase
Yeah.
your
That's
dreams,
the one you actually score with, isn't it?
Yes.
What are the
to seek
what are the other
glory
ones that you hit people with?
No challenge is too
I mean,
great.
I went into this quiz.
I think it
Ho-
begins with a B.
Is it a bludger?
So
Legend or something like that.
Do you have what it takes? Do you have
Again, remembering the details of a sport within a franchise.
Yeah,
although it is
I
a
read
real
the book
sport,
for it.
right? I think it's a bludger. The chat will know. The chat will know. Oh. Where is Aaron Ramsdale when that shot went in, Richie? Am I right, Jorva?
I didn't watch the match, so I'm
3rd
guessing.
of September.
I'm guessing that was their goal.
That's
Aaron
Harry
Ramsdale,
Potter, Quidditch champion.
Yeah, he's just
bad goalkeeping.
Worldwide
not
on
really.
September 3rd
Quaffle, bludger,
for
and
consoles
snitch.
and
Yeah.
PC.
Yeah, I got two.
Now we
One
go
got
from
close
the
with the third.
Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title,
not a pace,
Choo Choo
actually.
Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed me this next game.
The Quidditch
a few
game will
months
do
ago,
well
and I really
based on the
wanted
IP
to
alone.
review it
Like,
here.
it'll get
ready to
such a boom.
backstab, race,
It
or
depends. It
cooperate
could
with
be
up to
one where people jump
20
in.
of your
If the game's good,
in
it'll do
Tough
well.
Bus.
If the game's crap, people might just go, oh, it's just cash crap.
Nope. Here we go. Well, this looks freaky. The stream quality dropped for you.
No, I think that's just the game.
Is it VR?
No, but it is a single developer game.
Oh, it's got like a CCTV filter over it, I
Yeah.
think. I don't know. Dropped down to 480p for some reason.
Oh.
So they're like jelly monkeys? This is like Rainbow Six Siege, but with getting out.
Yeah. Jelly.
I can go out through the toilet.
That's cool.
Shawshank style.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that in games, apart from like maybe a scripted moment.
He
where
used
actually,
that
let's go up the
screwdriver,
toilet and use. You know. It's one developer. Can't animate everybody. So.
Oh. I like it. I like the vibes it's giving off. It looks fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like a fun, little cute party game.
It's like they could have went with realistic settings, but they thought, no. We're going to go with these jelly bears. What is that? That is some defense on this prison. Are they...
You know what? It's like a cartoony version of A Way Out.
They also swore. I like how they shot down the fellow escapees because they took the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
Cuff Bust.
Cuff Bust. I like it. It's a cool name as well. Cuff Bust.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So
That
glad
guy's
to have that
talented.
on stage. All right, next one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws.
Damn
coming
right
out
it
on
is.
August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games.
I want
the
you-
first open world
give me
Star Wars
Ubisoft
game
Plus on
where you live the
PlayStation.
life of a scoundrel. On
said
Monday
it was
at 12
going.
p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive
Especially now I've got a
glimpse of the
portal.
game, just a small taste of what's to come.
I'm enjoying Star Wars Acolyte as well. I watched the first 2 episodes last night. Something a little bit different.
I haven't started watching that yet. Oh, I plan to.
Yeah, they're only about 39 minutes each. Bit short. But I enjoy it. It takes place like 100 years before the movies, so there's kind of like, there's no ties to anything, so it's actually refreshing watching a series that there's no like familiar faces showing up all the time.
Before the prequels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So it's kind of set at the height of the
Republic,
the
yeah.
old Republic.
Jedi are
Well,
just
the High
policing
Republic.
policing the world and living their best life. Ooh, August 30th. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've been blown away by it, Brendan, but I'd say I'm definitely enjoying
so
it.
Great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we've shown you so far. I think is going to be coming out this year. Cuff Bus, I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well. Moving back to
Everyone in the
smaller
crowd.
teams,
I've
a
never
few
been
weeks
on
ago, I
camera
had a chance
before.
to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay.
Yeah, Hungry Moogle's right. Yeah. The fact it's got nothing to do with the Skywalkers makes it look like different on its own accord.
Yeah, Skywalker stuff's played out.
Skywalker. Give me a General Grievous spin-off.
Yeah.
How does he collect all of those lightsabers in his collection? I'd watch that. Just every episode is him taking down another Jedi.
Just do like a series of shorts or something.
Like 3 minutes of Grievous killing a Jedi.
Yeah.
This looked cool. We saw this at the Game Awards, right?
Yeah.
The little fox friend.
This is the first time we're seeing gameplay.
There's something really relaxing about these games. I really enjoyed last year Planet of Lana.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
giving me
one.
them sort of vibes.
Yeah. Like Inside and Limbo and stuff, where it's using 2D really artistically.
Yeah. A different vibe to something like Inside, I'm getting.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a bit more fantastical, more positive.
Yeah, there's some evil looking shadow creatures still.
Yeah, well, things like Inside, very bleak.
Yeah. The art direction's beautiful though.
Yeah.
Very majestic. Oh, little fox grew up to be a stag. He does, Brent. Yeah, the Tales of the Empire is a great little animated series. That's never.
That game is such a true work of art, especially in some of the
Never.
combat. It is tons of fun to play, and there's much more coming later today in the development.
Jack Mister in the chat says not convinced by Ubisoft's AAA showing so far. Well, Ubisoft forward on Monday.
It's time.
Maybe they can win you round, Jack Master. Here we go. Yeah, it is taking along at a pace. Sand. Dune.
Study the past.
Civilization.
If you would define the future.
I'm on a bit of a Ubisoft kick actually at the moment.
Architects of fate, working in these walls.
I've just finished Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh.
Just need to work on the platinum though.
It's quite easy for 2 if I recall. It's more collected than it is challenging.
Yeah. There's a few awkward combat challenges and a few feathers and like about 40 feathers I need to collect and then I'm done.
Sounds about right. What's this,
But I
Richie?
also,
I'm getting Civilization vibes.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? How long has it been since we had a Civ?
It's been a while.
What's a while? 5, 7, 8, 9, 10? I haven't played any, so...
I think Civ 6 is the most recent one, I want to say.
It looks like that. We're just going through the ages, right?
You're going through the ages, yeah.
And I'm guessing Civ
definitely
doesn't
about
show gameplay very well as a trailer, so you need to be a bit more visual. Is it Sid Meier, isn't it? Sid Meier's Civilization.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool.
Oh.
Did you see with the Zeds, they had a cut form as a 7 first?
Ah, nice. Did it have a date there or not? Gameplay
Hello,
showed
everyone at Summer Game
Firaxis.
Fest. On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally
Is that
announce
Sid Meier?
that Civilization 7
That's him?
is
That's the
coming
dude.
day and date to PC and consoles next year.
He's like the Tom Clancy
I'm
of
in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to
this genre.
But we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world.
I mean, the
for
4X
your
strategy
overwhelming
game
support
genre
of this
is
franchise
basically Civ is
for over 30 years.
Civ and XCOM,
game,
right?
Yeah.
We can't wait to share
XCOM's
more,
completely different.
And we
That's
hope
more
you'll join
tactical
us
strategy.
later this summer for the full reveal.
Is
of
it 4K though?
Civilization
4X?
7.
No.
In the meantime,
XCOM isn't.
stay civilized.
I thought it
No,
was.
no.
Stay civilized, Richie. With you.
XCOM is. Do you remember Mario vs. Rabbids? Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That kind of like hiding behind terrain, moving your characters around the battlefield kind of thing.
Oh, is this Wukong, Black Myth Wukong again with our Monkey Man?
Yeah, this game needs to come out now. Give us a final release date.
It looks gorgeous. Remember when the Fest trailer blew everyone away and the dev came out and actually like apologized for like some of its shortcomings and everyone in the internet was like, there wasn't any, dude. It looked fucking epic.
Like everyone was like, wait, what? That was gameplay?
Yeah, it's definitely that. It must get a date now. I feel like it's been shown off 3 times. Planet of the Apes hype. Oh, he's got a Bluetooth headphone. That turns into a spear. Oh, that's sick, that.
I hope this is not Souls-like.
Date. It's got to be a date.
Yeah.
Yes.
August 20th.
Yes. PS5. PS5, no Xbox?
PS5, Steam.
Have they nailed it for an exclusive?
At least console, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, if this isn't Souls-like, I'm all for it. If it's Souls-like, I'm out. Unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, meta. Is this the VR?
Yeah, it's
the best VR game ever made.
I'm not surprised by that, though. To be honest, I'm not surprised. It is the best VR game ever made.
Oh, just a trailer for just an advert.
Yeah.
AirPods Pro Spear, yeah. See that at the next Apple keynote event, Richie. One day technology will get there.
Reaching heaven and returning with a gift.
Ooh, monoliths.
Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for.
The greed of mankind.
Not progress, but chaos.
The back end of this year is suddenly going to get mega stacked, isn't it?
Brings a terrible fall. And yet
Starry Studio.
Even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies.
Yeah, Hjorvar says they did say Xbox before. I wonder if this is one of those exclusive deals where they're just behind the scenes, they just lock them down with some money.
Maybe they just couldn't get it going in the Series S. We've heard stuff like that, and they go, you know what? We're going to get it out. We're not going to sit and wait for this to get this ready for Series S. We're going to bring it on PlayStation.
This looks cool. Once human.
And if we get it, then we can.
Oh, Samsung Gaming Hub. Cloud gaming, baby.
Yep.
I remember once upon a time Google Stadia would have been on this advert.
Yep. It might still be.
Yeah, just forget to take the assets out.
Yeah.
No console required.
Have any of you faced Tyranids
before? Here we go. Space Marine. September.
Another game that just needs to come out.
God, I need to go back and have a look at Space Marine for PS3 on the channel as a retro look. I've got the game. I've got it lined up.
Have we ever had a release date for this?
It got delayed, yeah. I think it was August and I think it got pushed back to September. So this is probably going to be the last big push. There you go, September 9th. Yes. PS5, no Xbox? Oh, Xbox there. My brain's just conditioned now not to see
June the 20th, there's going to be gameplay reveal.
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guest.
God Games coming to Luna.
Legendary creators who are working on a
That's
brand
awesome.
new
That is a
fantasy
good
RPG
move, in my
metaphor,
opinion.
slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hashino and Shigenori Shojiba.
This isn't going to be Persona 6, it's going to be Metaphor Fantasio.
Yeah. Which has got some little, I've noticed a little bit of hype showing up for this game just because of the people who are working on it. Like
because of how beloved Persona 5 is, yeah.
And Persona's a spin-off. So
it is.
Why not do another?
Shin Megami Tensei. I think this is standalone.
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of
No, he's
Metaphor.
not. He's the translator.
With Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね。その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
It's got that Persona hit point style, hasn't it?
Archetypeは
Where it's like the really outlined font, bright and flashy.
Very overly stylized.
オリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from
Where do you stand on this one then, Richie?
We gave it our all.
I don't know.
As a Persona fan,
with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs.
I am a Persona fan, but I couldn't get away with Persona 3. I found the story quite boring, and just after like 30 hours, I didn't feel like the story got gone. So I eventually just dropped it. But I love Persona 5.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG 我々が作ってきた
But I've only really
RPG の
played
ノウ
in
ハウ
any
を
depth 2
全て
games.
結集させて作っています。
I
とて
haven't
も大
played
きなボリュ
any,
ームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧
But
に
I'd
なっ
be
て
more
ください。
interested in
あり
Persona
がとうございま
6.
した。
So we are pouring
I
all
did
of our
boot up
acquired
Persona
expertise into
4
this game to
Golden
make it as
on my new
exciting as
Vita
possible.
this past week,
In
just
fact,
to
we've
install
even
it
brought our
properly and
latest
see if
trailer
it
today,
ran
which is
okay.
centered around the topic of these
But I
archetypes.
didn't commit.
Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
Hungry Milk says Warhammer comes out on his birthday.
We all have inherited
Nice win. Free game there if you ask someone to buy it for you. That's how I'm getting Outlaws this year. Comes out just before my birthday, so my wife's going to buy me the special edition. She doesn't know it yet, but she is. Okay, Yova says it is Wukong is coming to Xbox, just the trailer didn't show up for some reason.
Alright.
PlayStation might have the marketing deal for it.
They might drop the bag of cash to just put us on the marketing.
Yeah. Oh, it might be at the Xbox Showcase.
It could be, yeah.
Might be like a Game Pass game, so they're keeping it for a big pop on Sunday.
Protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people.
This actually looks very Persona as well.
It does.
Within them. On guard. You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
I love how so many Japanese developers insist on having that font. And you know what font I mean, just that font. In all of their menus, from Metal Gear all the way through to Final Fantasy. It's like, it's not Times New Roman, but it's awfully close.
Yeah.
It's a cool logo.
It is. What I want to see is some gameplay, some good, not splashed all over the place gameplay.
Such an honor to have
with loads of
Ashino
fast
Tsujima
cuts.
with
Just
us, on stage.
give me
Thank you
5
guys
minutes.
for that deep look at the archetypes.
Did you notice
Stunning
that I've never seen a Microsoft logo
Now we're going to jump
be at
into
the end of a trailer?
Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a Meta
No,
Quest
don't
3
cheer, everyone.
exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman
Remember, we got
faces a new
Suicide
threat,
Squad
the mysterious
instead
Rat
of
King and his cultist
this being a proper
devotees.
game.
Here's your first look
Yeah.
at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
Now this mustn't be Kevin Conroy then.
Fair play to you if you have a Meta Quest.
Oh yeah, camouflage
if you're one
are
of the
great.
4 people.
The Iron Man
Yeah.
VR game they made was terrific.
Darkness, overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad.
It's just a shame, like, this probably looks infinitely cooler than Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
As from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of
The Rat
rats
King
on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon.
It sounds like Kevin Conroy, but I don't think it is. It's not gruff enough. Like it's a younger person. It doesn't have that age to it.
It's a guy trying to do Kevin Conroy.
It might be Troy Baker again.
To destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
I mean, that looks cool.
It does.
Like, that was a cool trailer. And it's got, like, you don't usually get guitar beat with with Batman, do you? You get dark and broody, not like a little doom doom
No,
doom.
like a little, like jazzy bass line.
Gamescom. Yeah. Doom doom doom, Batman. Geek to Sneak, shout to you. Been a Gamer Guild hero for 22 months. The Rats Rise. Ratman? Is there a Ratman in the Batman universe?
He is now.
I'm looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse.
Rats and
now,
bats.
it is time to update
Just
fans
wait till we
on a
get Pigeon
legendary
Man.
fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since.
Sims.
So, let's check it out.
Just throwing it out there. It's not The Sims.
A new Sims game could be cool, though.
I'm getting Invincible vibes. Streets of Rage.
Could be, yeah. I was thinking maybe either a beat 'em up or like a fighting game. Fatal Fury?
Terry. The lovable scamp. Mai. Seductive Ninja. Elena.
Street Fighter.
Likes to wear wigs. Is it just some new character reveals, or is it a different game?
It must be new character reveals. Street Fighter came out, didn't it?
Yeah. Got lots of 9s and 10s, actually.
Yeah.
Is it season pass, maybe? Do they do seasons now, I think, for Street Fighter?
I think they do, yeah.
I think Street Fighter is the fighting game that I have the least knowledge on. You know, when you recognise characters and you immediately go, oh, they're from there, they're from that.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, I don't really have any. Yeah, 2.
I'm sure Fatal Fury is a game.
Does Dragon
Terry's
Age?
wearing a Fatal Fury hat.
Oh no, it's not. The Scots rebelled. It's Braveheart the game.
Yeah.
Tears of Metal. The Dragon Meteorite landed in Scotland.
With some just Celtic metal tunes.
Yeah. This one's for Derek. This is the GamerGuildTV Scottish representation. Clan MacLeod. It reminds me of Dynasty Warriors in terms of like just the hack and slash combat. But what's with all the little pop-ups? I'm curious. Is there like deeper mechanics to this, or is it just hack and slash?
I don't know.
And what's with
they're going for a comic booky style on there with all the like the little, is it Ben Gay dots or something? Oh, the little circles.
Like pop art.
Yeah.
Roguelike co-op hack and slash. Tears of Metal.
Wish list now.
Derek dropping the Scottish flags in the chat. Represent. They're cool. I don't think we've seen anything bad yet. Half an hour in.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Oh, here we go.
Dragon Ball.
This will be when the true battle begins.
Very nice. Oh, it's hard to read those on-screen prompts. So which one's this then? I feel like we've got lots of Dragon games.
I know the name of the title. I have no idea what style of game it is. Probably just a fighting game.
That guy always creeped me out in the anime series. Like
what, Freezer?
He's just oddly naked the whole time.
Yeah.
For a kid's show. It's kind of like Mr. Mime in Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's just something uneasy about the character design.
It seems like they're just retelling a lot of the story of Dragon Ball Z, to be honest.
Well, that's what Pokemon does, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you will suffer my wrath. You are a prison boy. I will show you the true form of autonomous open. It's my turn now. Change everything.
They use a wide variety of the colour spectrum in this show, don't they?
Yeah.
Sure, that was what the epilepsy warning was for at the start of the show.
Considering manga is traditionally drawn in black and white as well.
There you go, Internet. We got your
It's not like Western comics, which is usually full colour. It's literally black and white.
Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
So the game's
rally
called
up.
Extraction
We've
Mode?
got a new mission. Operation Light.
It's the Division, but not the Division.
At Zero Dam is now
We're going to use the same fonts, the same style gameplay.
We have a core and
Like, if I told you this was a Ubisoft game right now,
take action.
I believe you.
yeah,
Collect and decode the
that's
manifest.
very specific to look like Ghost Recon.
We need to utilize terrain for stealth insertion.
We're probably due a new Ghost Recon game, actually. We had Wildlands, we had Breakpoint. It's been about 4 or 5 years, right?
Ubisoft don't seem to have know what they're doing at the moment, do they? Outside of Assassin's Creed, they just seem to be all over the place.
This looks polished. Well, bullets work through flamethrowers. Shoot the guy. Yeah. Same with if you told me this bullets work when he's got a flamethrower, so dived out of the way. It's like shoot him still. Bullets can go through fire.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can. This looks good. Like if you told me this was Rainbow Six Siege expansion, yeah.
That's all for mission.
What was that one we played on Stadia? The one that we trialed? No. That was like it didn't launch. Teleforce Hotcast.
Oh.
It had like a red logo. It was like in beta, and then it never got to full launch.
It was like Siege, just nowhere near as good.
Game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
Oh no. Black Hawk Down. It's a good movie, that. Doesn't stuff in Unreal just look, for lack of a better term, unreal?
Yeah.
That's great. Chat, let us know what everyone's drinking out there. You all got your drinks? You got your snacky snacks for tonight's stream?
I have no snacks. I have drink.
What are you drinking? Peretti?
Yeah.
I like it. I'm on the Ronies. Of course, we're going to be drinking tomorrow, Richie.
We are.
Probably a lot more than tonight, I would suspect.
Potentially, yeah.
And then we're going to wake up and we're going to do an Xbox showcase the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves.
Oh.
For real this time.
For reals? Did they just tease it last year?
No, it was in the Street Fighter trailer. One of the guys was wearing a Fatal Fury cap.
So that's what for real. I get what they're saying.
That's why I said, oh, could it be Fatal Fury?
Oh, Hjorvar's got a Brewdog Punk, Richie. That's up your street.
I do like Brewdog Punk.
Derek's landing bread with a squash. Double strength, though, I bet, Derek. Double strength.
You meant to drink it, not lie in bed with it. And get all over the bed. You have a wet bed.
So is Fatal Fury another fighter from the same people who do Street Fighter?
I think so.
I was too close to the screen to actually see what that said then. Smooth. Oh. Dolby Atmos. Wow. Don't comment on it looking better than the TV show, chat. Don't do it.
It's inciting that.
A little couple of Halo rumours actually in the news this week that we might get to in this week's podcast, depending on how much other stuff we've got to talk about. Capcom as well, yeah. Hungry Moogle's rocking his 30-month-old. No, hope they're going to sleep.
Promo.
Hope a nice quiet night. Took ages to get mine down tonight. She just does not like sleep at the moment. I mean, she does when she's down. It's just getting her down.
Yeah.
Lee joins us in the chat, says, what did I miss? Has Halo come to PlayStation yet? Not yet, Lee. Not yet, Lee. Thanks for joining us, though. You've missed a couple of trailers. It's all been good so far. Some really solid stuff. Of course, we'll recap it on this week's GamerGuild podcast, but
I think the only thing I don't like the look of was the Hogwarts Quidditch game.
Yeah. But I wasn't going to play that anyway.
Yeah.
But a couple of fun indie titles showing off. We've not had anything huge AAA yet. We've had a brief thing for Star Wars Outlaws, but that was more just an advert.
That was more of a watch the Ubisoft forward advert.
We did get a date for Black Myth Wukong coming out later this year in August. Some of the back end of my year potentially is looking like Star Wars, Black Myth Wukong, Space Marine, Assassin's Creed Shadows. So far. So far.
You're next.
But I have actually just finished Uncharted Golden Abyss, everyone, on the PlayStation Vita. Our guild heroes get the episodes a week early before live chat, but it's all fully completed now. It's going to go up episodically, and then there's one big upload. That's the whole thing. It's like 8.5 hours. Been doing it off camera, on camera, for you wonderful folks out there. So showing some love to the PlayStation Vita, and it's lovely. Gundam. Metal Gear. Oh yeah, to Emma, Tom, Starfield Shattered Space. We'll definitely be seeing that on Sunday.
Yep.
I'm curious to see how much Microsoft dedicate to, because they've got so much to show. It's almost like the showcase isn't going to be long enough.
I really don't know. It depends how deep they go.
They have like what, 2 hours? Half an hour plus has got to be Call of Duty direct, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
But they've got like 30 studios.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive
there's probably going to be Forza as well.
With lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years.
Blumhouse.
Like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
is it Blum H?
Now
Uzo?
Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Big way. What's he working on? Let's see. Is this Finance of Freddy's?
Free Gun.
Megan, the Black Phone. The Ring comes through the TV, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's The Grudge.
Oh.
Dark times await us.
Chris Hall, Theatre of Idols. I feel like you could have dropped the Chris Hall part.
Yeah.
Just call it theatre. Like, the art style is totally pivoted to what I was expecting now. Perfect Cabbage. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Is this 2 games or 1 game?
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep.
I don't know.
I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep.
I'm lost now.
Sleep awake, eyes out. What?
Is this a publishing arm that's showcasing horror games that it has?
Yeah, this is a third game. Feel the spotlight from Cozy Game Pass.
It's got to be like a horror publisher.
Yeah.
But it's happening that quick, I can't really get a grasp on what's going on.
Yeah.
Why would they need a game
Is this the Resident Evil type one? I think maybe.
Should have some developer mode.
That's cool if it lets you be the developer. Yeah, sizzle reel indeed. It almost needs to slow down a bit so we can appreciate each individual game.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Super Hot, that. Right, so... Okay. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. I feel like Blumhouse should probably have its own little mini showcase with a deep dive. But I like what I saw
cool
there.
place to announce it.
Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games. Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror.
I have reports that Blumhouse,
to my great relief,
Blumhouse movies are really
more
good.
And more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events, and we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be
approach.
weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Nice.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate.
We've got a
Luis,
very
tell us
strong
bit about-
identity
we
there.
saw a bunch of
We
games
are
there.
a
What can you tell
publisher
us about kind of
for
the overall
independent
lineup of
horror
games?
games.
As you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s
Lee's on the
experiences
Portal
with a
train
bit
with
of
you,
twist,
Richie. Just picked up
intense
Ragnarok to play on the
first-person
Portal.
shooters, or
I've
maybe,
been
Jeff,
playing
you just
Secret
want some
Truth.
bonus murder
Started today.
in your otherwise
That
very
sounds
And a
like
bit of
fantastic
Cyberpunk,
Portal
actually.
game.
I think, you know, we as horror fans, we
I
know
started
that there are
playing
so
Cyberpunk and it
many
crashed.
different subgenres to explore. And our independent development partners, they feel the same and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners.
Alien.
And that means for us that
Was that big cosmic horror?
we
No, just be
really want to...
sci-fi, sci-fi horror, space
As
horror.
we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks. You know, we can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there. And I know, you know, we'll get into when games are
Hungry
coming out.
Moogle.
but some
I
of these are coming
literally bought mine
soon,
from
Jason,
Argos.
right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on.
Richie
on
will give you
PC
his,
and
don't
console,
worry.
And
I've seen loads on
yeah,
Facebook
we wanted to
Marketplace for
start
sale
with,
as well.
Yeah, about
not just
150.
one, but we
I've
wanted to
seen a
start
few
with
this
few
week.
games.
Yeah,
So,
I
so you
bought
wanna-
mine new
wanna
for
tell us about
200.
those?
Yeah, so Fear the
From
Spotlight
Argos.
is our
They're
first
also
release coming later
in
this
stock
year,
at things like
and it really
Currys,
hits our mission
Amazon.
statement. It's an amazing 90s
they were
horror
just
experience.
over here, they were just
It's
in
got
abundance.
great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling off. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Games.
Thank you, guys.
Nice.
All right. And now here's the world premiere of a brand new Power
World
Rangers
premiere.
game with a retro feel.
Power Rangers.
Right, what's it going to be?
Oh, no.
Is it just going to be a fighting game?
Don't do just a 2D thing. All new action game. I mean, I'll never get old that music, will it?
No, it's...
Not keen on the art style, if I'm honest, but
No.
it looks tidier than the Sega Mega Drive.
They're going for the whole 90s arcade feel, aren't they?
There it is. There's what it should look like.
Basically what it does look like.
Just tidier.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
We got a few different game modes.
I feel like Power Rangers would work in like just like a proper 3D beat 'em up game.
Yeah.
It's going hard.
Just a 3D action game.
Gary says, like that. That's a text ringtone if I've ever heard one. Gary Pearson, guys from Curry's playing Rift Apart. Does everyone have a Portal now? And Hungry Moog points out he's in Canada, so he doesn't have an Argos Richie.
Flights exist.
Import one. No, that is a point. That is a good point,
Yeah.
Hungry Moogle. Toronto Argos. Everyone in the chat's like, oh shit, maybe, maybe that it could be a problem then. Why don't you walk down to your local UK retailer?
Yeah, why don't you just go to a high street in your local UK city? You'll find an Argos.
That theme tune, the theme tunes of the 90s will never get old, right, chat? Just
Yeah.
like from kids anime to adult shows, like everything just like
Every
slaps.
TV show had something.
It just went hard, unnecessarily hard on theme
Yeah.
tunes. Like I was listening to DuckTales the other day. DuckTales theme tune's fucking epic.
It's like it's like the GoldenEye menu is like that goes way harder than the pause menu needs to go.
That's true. Hey, Crores in the chat. Good to catch a live stream. Yes, you're very welcome. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I'd like to say that would have been a good decision, Hungry Moogle, but...
No, you're better off in Canada.
Yeah.
Although you don't have Argos, so you take your wins and your losses.
Deep. I thought it said deep. Dear and boy. That could have been title could have went very wrong. Font is a very important thing to choose.
Beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020.
In the whole city of Paris. That's amazing. What a collaboration.
With financial aid from the
I feel like the alcohol's starting to hit me.
Like that, or why we do this show, giving
you only have one, haven't you?
No, I had a few
to
earlier
show
on.
you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait,
it's been a long week.
Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse
Richie's seen
Studios.
Canada lately.
Here is a
I haven't, but Richie has. That's lately.
It depends on what context you're talking. Like, I've been to several other countries since I went to Canada.
All right, show off.
Man proposes,
Well, free. So.
but God disposes.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Boots you right in the
This
balls.
game had like such a following, the first one.
These two young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith.
These sort of games that always have a very strong but relatively small following, so they always do well.
Gentlemen,
they do well enough.
Be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Our Father, there are many sinners in this world.
Cheek to Sneak says, yeah, Game Fest looks good so far.
Face your judgment.
Yeah, it is good.
We should have done. The courage
I don't really feel like I've seen a bad thing yet.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss! Language?
Is that Monty Python?
Like that.
Is this retribution for my sins?
To the task!
If I was to have one criticism of it, everything for the time period looks too clean. Like the characters and stuff, it's a bit too clean. I feel like it needs a couple of layers of like grit and dirt over everything.
Yeah.
To the fucking task.
Will there be an X or a
Xbox handheld?
Yeah.
Next, we step into the dark mind
the
of
rumor.
Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama.
Oh, don't tempt
back in
me to buy.
2021, we announced his new game Slitterhead at the Game Awards, and now
I can't afford it, but if they brought out, like, he's an
independent
Xbox handheld similar to the Portal, but with like full
cloud.
Xbox Cloud support for £200.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to say no.
Yeah. That is the rumor.
I can't afford it though.
Yet.
I've just bought a Portal. Just.
Well, send your Paul to Hungry Moogle and buy yourself an Xbox handheld.
Nah, my girlfriend to kill me.
Nah. Send her as well.
No. I want to keep
free
her.
post and packaging.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your wife would kill me.
Eye for an eye. I'll send her as well. Oh, instant death. Oh, okay. I like it. This is like Venom, when he only takes over different people. I mean, that doesn't happen. I mean, that kind of does happen in Venom. This is Slitterhead. Slitterhead definitely sounds like an insult, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fucking praying mantis.
Yeah.
So basically just go around and kill everybody. Turn them into fellow slitters. I mean, she's got Wolverine claws.
Right. A game ending Xbox All Access.
Yeah. And under the membership program. It's in the news. It's in the news for this week's show.
Well, I got mine from Smith's anyway, so it's not too bad.
This has evolved into more than what I expected. It's got more combat than I thought it would.
Game's basically dead anyway.
They don't have game in Canada either. Actually, Hungry Moogle, I don't know what your equivalent would be of a GameStop, maybe?
Is
Target?
it Sports Direct, game?
Yeah.
So, a budget sports store game is now just this one shitty corner in it, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I went in one in the town not far from where we live recently,
Yeah,
and it was depressing as hell.
Yeah. Just a couple of Funko Pops out there. Who's this potato guy? Is it a potato? Is it a nut? Is it Mafia 4?
It's a peanut.
Spud. Is it? What is it?
It's a peanut.
What the hell am I watching? I mean, it looks cool. What is it?
Just cause.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance. There's a reason why I'm called Killer Bean.
Killer Bean.
It's because I'm good at what I do.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
He's been training a lot.
Good.
You know what? Some games have such a stupid premise. It makes them so cool. It's like Squirrel with a gun. Have you seen that game? It's literally a squirrel with a pistol.
An international organization
Octodad.
powerful enough to shape the world.
What's the game? You're an octopus.
It's
the controls are shit. There you go.
It's got Matrix slow-mo.
I'm gonna destroy them.
This could have been a normal game, but he's a bean.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency. Well, it is sure nice to meet you.
Yo, that's his GTA 6. Oh, shit.
This could be from Squanch Games, to be honest.
It could, yeah. That's his butt crack. Or his bean crack, I don't know what.
Conker's Bad Fede, yeah.
He's there doing a spinneroonie while taking them out.
Yeah.
This is just like mindless fun.
Yeah.
Is it called Killer Bean, do we think?
They made me who I am.
If there isn't like a Q character who gives his weapons and calls him Old Bean. Killer Bean. Yeah.
I like how hard he is. It's just like, they made me what I am.
Glad you like that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not. Right.
That's an interesting way to do it.
Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded.
That makes sense. He
So
worked on Matrix Reloaded.
All
Oh,
right,
give me
to
an
introduce
Enter the
their
Matrix
brand new
game. That was
please
fantastic
welcome
back on
from
the
Game
PS2.
Bakers, a small independent studio in
What would you do
Montpellier,
if, like,
France,
Keanu
Audrey
Reeves voiced the Killer Bean?
Toa.
Why not? Why not?
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber.
Back in a moment.
When I was a teenager,
He's getting
my
another
dad prepared an
beer.
expedition to Mount K2. But half of his
While this
team
lady
didn't come
talks
back.
about Adventures on the
And I've
Mountain, I'm
always
going to tell
wondered
you fine
why
folks
do
about
alpinists
the
risk
weekly
their
podcast,
lives
the GamerGuild
in such
podcast, which of
extreme
course you all know, you all watch, but share it with your
This
friends.
is
Let other
something
people
we
know
wanted to
about it.
explore
Share it on your
in
social
here.
media channels so we can try and reach other people. Every
Cairn
Monday,
is a
we
game
round
about
up all
what
the
it
gaming
takes
news
to
for your
go
listening
beyond
viewing
your
pleasure
limits.
right here on YouTube and of course
You
on
climb a
podcast
mountain
platforms up there in the
to reach
digital
a summit
clouds.
never
And
reached
we couldn't do it
before.
without your wonderful support. So thank you very, very
The
much.
climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain.
The mountain.
And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay. You can see more later today
Pause
during
for
the
applause.
devs, but now let's have a look.
The Game Bakers, right. This is a climbing game. It's not VR though. I feel like a climbing game would do well in VR.
I'm back.
Did you get a beer?
I did.
Nice cold one from the fridge?
Yep.
Good. That's what we
Mine was
like.
all drunk.
We're still on a climbing game.
Have we seen this before? No, it's just Sand I was thinking of.
Oh, you were thinking of Just Dance?
Just Sand?
Oh.
Or something that came out, was it last
Just
year?
Sant. Yeah.
Just Sand, yeah. That's it.
Just Dance? I'm like, this looks nothing like Just Dance.
Just
There's
Dance,
not,
yeah.
There's not even music.
Look, there's music now.
Yeah, not got a sick beat to it though. I mean, artistically it looks good, but I'm wondering like what's going to keep me engaged in it? Like, am I going to have fun just figuring out this? Like, if it's like the reason it looks like or earlier on you mentioned Octodad. It looks like you control each limb individually while you're climbing to like mimic real life traversal. But if you're not a silly octopus character, is that fun? Is what I wonder. That's all I wonder.
Ken.
Not a Ken in the world. There's a trophy in Uncharted 4 for knocking over all the Kens.
I never got the platinum on Uncharted 4.
Oh,
I need to go back and play
Go back on your portal. Oh, here we go.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So what does running a tea shop involve?
Tea.
Well, there's a lot of gardening.
It involves putting the milk in last. Is what it bloody involves. Am I right, chat?
None of these tasks are all that hard. They just take patience. And I'm not really the patient
And
type.
no microwaves should be
But I'm
used.
surviving.
Use a
First,
kettle.
I have to actually serve the tea to
Stove
our
top or
customers.
electric. Either's
And
fine.
once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the
Pick
chores
up a
are
penguin.
done, sometimes I'll just sit on a
Gotta be
bench
Yorkshire tea as well, hasn't
and
it?
do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful.
I am quite partial to PG tips.
And what's weird?
Yeah, I don't mind
is that
PG
I
tips,
actually
but Yorkshire's
feel
the best.
Good.
Anyone tuning in not from the UK, this is our daily conversation that we have.
Yeah. I can stop. I can stop.
See, Lee gets it.
I can stop running. This is good.
This is where a tea workshop game turns into some crazy dramatic arena shooter.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck
It's
out,
like
bro.
Is it Dave the Diver where it's kind of like you're running like a little shop and then you also go swimming? This is where you're running a tea shop and then it turns into a first-person shooter.
Dave the Diver's like running a shop by day, but he fights Godzilla by night. That's how crazy Dave the Diver's gone.
Yeah.
That was Wonderstop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable.
Not
I sense
really
there's a
sure what
twist
to
coming,
expect
as you would
there, but-
expect from him, and
No.
Abbey Road cannot wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action
with a
adventure game
hobnob.
that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
Halfway point, everyone. Halfway point. Not being overkill with adverts yet.
And focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
Depends on your perspective. You could argue this entire show is an advert.
I mean, yeah.
progress is
You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
guessing
I
there's
know.
usually going to be an advert block, isn't there, where we get a lot of
Yeah.
like quick stuff. So this is the one that
No,
was
it
showcased at the
feels
Game
like we had
Awards.
we had a few Samsung things, didn't we?
Which I don't mind if they're relevant to
Yeah.
games. It's when it's like The Rock showing up to promote his energy drink or something. It's like, get out. So we saw this at the Game Awards, Richie. It was the one that looked a lot like Assassin's Creed Mirage. Almost too
All
similar,
right.
if you remember. It was like Prince of Persia meets Mirage.
Yeah.
Although I don't recall there being guns in it that much.
Yeah, I was going to say this resembles a bit more Uncharted, almost. Then,
Especially Lost Legacy.
He killed
Yeah.
someone I loved.
Oh, it's got one of them Apple ear staff pods.
I'd love another Uncharted game. I really would.
I know. I must have said that about 50 times playing through Golden Abyss.
Exactly where I'm meant to be.
You've played Golden Abyss, you've not played Golden Abyss.
I haven't. It just needs to come to a decent platform.
Oh, you take that back.
I'm not buying a Vita, Chris.
No,
I'm
but
not
you
buying-
take it back that it's not a decent platform.
Okay, yeah. What it needs to do is need to port to PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it was a decent platform that was under-supported by the people who made it.
Yeah.
Because it runs my NES games and Game Boy Advance games pretty damn well too. Allegedly.
The irony is, with the Portal now, the Portal could be the successor to the Vita if they get the games over.
Oh, that was a brief monster. Oh, here we go. Is that more Resident Evil 4? Oh, it's just a sale. Here's an advert, folks. 67%, a bit random. I have Resident Evil 2 installed on my PS5, ready to play. Yama.
getting very Spanish vibes.
It is. I'm almost getting like Assassin's Creed Revelations vibes, actually. You know, when Ezio on the trailer is hunting the guy in the mask.
You haven't had an Assassin's Creed set in Spain?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, I feel like with the stuff with the Templars and the church, that would line up perfectly.
Except during the Inquisition.
Yeah. Never suspected.
I mean, we've got 3 set in Italy, 2 set in England.
Feel honored to fight.
Where's Unity set?
France. Paris.
France. Yeah.
It's actually giving me Lies of P vibes. Like with that almost like a steampunk aesthetic.
Lies of Q.
Yeah, just a different letter. Every letter of the alphabet for the full series. Oh shit, he just turned into some kind of masquerade joker.
Yeah. This could be cool.
You know when things hit into each other and they bounce back like that? That's not how physics works.
Kinda is, isn't it?
Not if they're like solid objects.
Yeah.
Like 2 metal blocks. Dunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've seen like the Newton cradles? The swinging ball things?
Yeah, but they're suspended on cables. Anyway, we won't get into physics.
It's still a pivot. Like,
I thought he just lost. Was he the guy who just got his face ripped off?
You got a new one?
Or maybe it's like the mask. Whoever puts on the mask.
Yeah.
What's it called? I can't see it.
That's
Enotria.
Enotria, the last song. Enotria.
All right, we're back here
That's
live
a backdrop.
For more Summer Game
Nick,
Fest.
Nick, Nick,
First
Nick,
Descendant,
Nick, Nick,
powered by Unreal
Nickelodeon.
Engine 5 is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative.
I hate the word
gameplay,
looter
including
shooter.
A grappling
I
hook
really
mechanic.
do.
It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer. and
Looter shooter
reveal
immediately puts me in the mind space.
Disney's Descendants. July 2nd. That is not far away. Oh, she's in the crowd.
That looks awesome. The first Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd.
Psycho Mantis in the crowd,
now,
Richie.
Please welcome
on the
two
left.
developers whose hit indie game
You've
Among
been
Us
playing
took the
Summer
world by
Game
storm in
Fest.
a couple of game awards. From Inner Sloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
What's up, gamers? Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know.
I mean, Geoff usually lets a teenage boy come up on stage with no security anyway, so...
Amongst 3, 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less
I
popular
like it. Inner Sloth, Outer Sloth. Good bit of synergy there on the branding.
Thank you to our crewmates,
like
players, peers, by helping
Plus
some
sloths are
games
cool.
and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games.
They're
And then we all
essentially
get to
slow
play them,
Wolverines.
which was the real plan. I
That's
really want games.
That's what Sloth is. It's a slow Wolverine.
Outer Sloth is our passion project. And
Like,
doing
imagine if
for
they
a better,
moved it
more
like the same as a
sustainable
chimpanzee did. They'd be fucking
We're
lethal.
really excited and incredibly
They probably can, they just
nervous
can't be asked.
to
Yeah,
reveal
they
here
unfortunately
and
have
show
the
you
embodied
the
soul of a
kind games
teenager,
we've
so
managed to fund because of you.
they just hang out on
And
trees and
don't
shit down
Imagine if it was
themselves.
just.
Has your favorite
Imagine if we figured out that Sloth's actually just fairly normal, just quite lethargic, and all they need is a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, cup of tea.
good cup
of tea.
and they're like, right, here we go. Like,
Give him a can of Red
fucking
Bull
ready
and
to
just
do business.
10 in the Tasmanian Devils.
Yeah.
There's a sequel. I'm still reading.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
It's like Connects. Remember Connects?
Yeah, Connects was cool.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this
Okay.
is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio Any%, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, or boss rush game with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscross, and this is...
See, this is like the horror one, but it's a little bit more succinct.
You have to customize and master your starfighter, take on
Like, I'm getting a bit of context of what I'm seeing.
a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And we do
You've all
have
got
one more
10
game
seconds.
that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones
That's
for
different.
one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Lee's asking, do you like to see the developers talk on stage? It depends for me.
I think, yeah, a little bit. I think some of them get
Thanks,
way too much time. Like, if
Victoria
Kojima shows up and gets
Those all
15
look
minutes a
fantastic,
game,
and I
it's
cannot wait to
bordering
play
on
them.
ridiculous that he's mates with
All
Geoff to
those
that degree.
amazing indie games are the
But
only
I
thing
don't
coming out
mind
from
them
Inner
showing,
Sloth.
this is our game, this
Did
is what
you
we've
know
been
that there's
working
gonna
on.
be an Among Us TV
Show us
show?
some of it. I think that's fair, but I think,
Sounds like you did.
yeah,
Yes,
I'd
there's
rather
going
see it
to
than
be
hear
an Among
about
Us
it.
TV show.
Yeah, keep
Check out this
it
sneak
short and
peek.
sweet. Give us some interesting and a few interesting anecdotes about building the game. And if you've got more to say, do a developer diary.
Right, I'm just gonna temporarily, folks, just block what you're seeing on screen, because if it's showing off a
Yeah.
trailer for an
So
actual
what-
TV
so
show, we'll get
we're looking at Among
claimed
Us,
on the whole thing.
basically.
Yeah, Richie, you describe it.
It's Among Us. It looks cartoony. Someone's orange has just got blue to sign a waiver. There's like a tentacle monster. I'm not doing a very good job of this description.
You're not.
But there's not really much else to say. This
Got a Twitter
it's an Among
temporarily.
Us thing. We're not dead banner. They're having a pizza party.
Is it done?
There's a black tentacle thing that keeps turning up.
New trophies for Astros. Playroom.
Yeah.
There we go. We're in.
Ashley Johnson was in the cast.
Nice. Oh yeah, I
Up
think she was
next,
in.
we have Sonic X Shadow
I knew that. Oh, Sonic Generations X Shadow.
Yeah.
A definitive greatest hit collection of 3D
Yeah, I think I'm
and
with you,
2D
Jack
levels
Meister,
from
yeah.
Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time
Did you
for
play
a glimpse
Sonic
of Shadow's
Generations
brand
back
new
in the day?
powers and gameplay
Yeah,
from
I
a
thought it was great.
standalone campaign, as
You
well
keen on going
as
back
the
with Shadow?
official release date announcement.
Not in a massive rush. It's something I might pick up on a sale one day.
Which one did this come out on? Was this Dreamcast era?
I don't know. I played it on PC. with an Xbox 360 controller, not mouse and keyboard. But so it'll be it must have been probably like Xbox 360 era, I think.
Shadow. 3 hedgehogs.
I have no interest in Shadow.
Hey, Hungry Moogle says, I want them to remake Sonic Adventure games so I can spend hundreds of hours with the chaos and not do the actual story. The Ultimate Collection. It is cool that they added a new character into it, though. Like, rather than just remake it, like add an extra layer.
What with Shadow?
Yeah. Of course, Shadow going to show up in the movie. Voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Shadow's basically just Emo the Hedgehog.
Aren't we all just Emo the Hedgehog? Surprised we haven't got a trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Jim Carrey shows up on the screen and
coming in December
introduces.
Too. Exciting stuff.
That's all he's going to say. The movie coming in
online
December.
Survival game Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
Damn sand.
One where I,
Paul
Atreides, was never born.
I still haven't seen Dune.
I created the future.
Like, I know I'll enjoy it, but I just haven't got around to watching it yet. I think I was going to watch the part 1 when the second one was at the cinema, but it wasn't on, like, I think you had to buy it on Prime. Like, it wasn't on any streaming service for free, and I thought, I'm not going to buy it.
What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything.
It's just like alternate timeline Dune, then.
I think so, yeah.
Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal.
Dune chat, Dune fans in the chat, let us know.
My father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect
there's the
the
mosquito planes. They look cool.
A war of assassins spreading across
Assassin's Creed,
the planet.
Dune.
Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan.
This is probably like epic lore.
No Kwisatz.
Yeah, I just have no context for any of it, unfortunately.
All of my visions lead to horror.
I do want to watch Dune.
Except for this one. This one leads to you.
I played some of the PC game when it came to Game Pass PC. Can't remember which one it was. Dune something, which was like the RTS.
At Gamescom ONL in August. Now it is time to see
like
the
a Dune
announcement
Age
of
of Empires.
another new game from a brand new development studio.
Brand new. Lightspeed. Imagine if someone just did Hi-Fi Rush now. Just went, well, you know what? You Xbox, you've closed the studio. We're just going to take the mantle. Anime rhythm beat them up.
Just, what if they did Lo-Fi Rush?
Lo-Fi.
But it was just like Lo-Fi beats.
Yeah.
It's quite chill.
I love Lo-Fi beats. I often go to sleep to Lo-Fi beats.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying I like, but let me see the game. It's all feeling very... This is a new Netflix anime series coming this summer.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is though.
To tell us more about
Nope.
Battle
Oh, here we
Aces
go.
and show you the gameplay, here's David
here we
Kim
go.
from Uncapped Games.
Thanks, Jeff.
Don't
Battle Aces
do it for
is
too
the
long though.
RTS
Come on.
game for everyone.
RTS.
It's for
Wow.
players
I did not
RTS
expect that.
as
Did
well
not
as
expect that.
RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games. So Battle Aces is an action-packed army versus army game that has a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways. First, we want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless
the unit
possibility
decks.
of
I thought he was explaining some like
Second,
engine it runs in or something, like unit
We
decks.
want to eliminate the tedious clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible.
But I love the tedious
so that
clicks in an
players playing
RTS
this
game.
are experiencing
You
only
have to
the
control
fun
1,
part
2 to
of
group
playing an
everything
RTS
together,
game.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Make
if
your
you
own
want
little
to learn
groups.
more about Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon,
The anime
then
feels very
please,
disjointed
make
from
sure
the
to visit our
gameplay.
website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose it needed a cinematic
Thank you,
or something.
David. That was fantastic. All right. Our next
Could be a cool
premiere
anime, though.
unveils
Could.
the exciting new destination for a game that shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the Finals, with its unparalleled destruction.
Finals.
wrapped
Supposed
in
to
the
be
We were going to
world's
do a
most
stream on
epic
that at
game
some
show.
point.
Yeah, then
Now,
something
with
else came
dozens of
out.
Updates and 2 seasons we're unveiling.
It's
what
seemingly
contestants
doing
will
quite
be
well,
doing
though,
in
which
the
I'm
all-new
happy
season
about.
Starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the Finals.
If they hit that reset button, it can take us anywhere.
Maybe we should have a look at it.
We've got that. We've also got X-Defiant. It's free.
True.
So you got 2 shooters.
I'd say go X-Defiant first because it's newer.
Finals had a really cool like vibe to it from what I think we got. You know what? What's that PlayStation one? Not Paydays. Is it Paydays? Paychecks. The one with the Sony one from Haven, with the dollar sign at the end, and I always forget it. Is it Paydays?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like that's what this is what that wants to be. Like you kill people for coins in this big tournament. I think that's the Finals has like just an edge approach to it, which is, I get it. It's a game show called the Finals. That was nice and short. Could have been dragged out.
All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Oh,
there we go.
Alan Wake. Is that the music, Richie?
Yeah, it is.
Is he going to do the dance? Do it. Oh, there we go. Legend.
I think that's enough. Thank you. Hi.
You're going to love Alan Wake when you finally get to it.
It's fair games.
Now the only way
I've
they
played
let
Alan
me
Wake.
come on
2.
stage
Two.
to tell
You're
you
gonna love
something
2.
exciting.
What a
news
shirt.
about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far
Physical release.
digital only, sadly missing. Well, we are excited to announce physical deluxe editions
Yeah, deluxe edition.
and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow.
But I've already bought it now.
Next,
Now I'm getting shafted.
We promised you
I bought it, I played it, I
some
platinumed it, and I'm the
expansion
physical
content
collector.
for Alan
And now
Wake
I'm
2.
not going to buy it
Right.
again. Or am I?
I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky
I love how
what-if scenarios.
The Remedy, it's just Twilight Zone. It's the Twilight Zone in game, yeah. If anyone's ever been on Terror Tower in Disney World.
Already didn't. Night Springs will be playable
Now, you bastard.
in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow.
Oh wait, I'm off work tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, with this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
He's got such a stage presence, hasn't he? Like he doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit about.
Night Springs. a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road.
A lot of things you'll see you'll recognise from Alan Wake 1, Richie.
Always familiar to us. In Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan.
Recognise that?
Mm-hmm.
One who can save me.
And I will come back for you.
Oh. So that's Iceman from X-Men.
I'm really happy.
And also, he's in Quantum Break, the Xbox exclusive by Remedy. Yeah. Are we getting to play as Jesse from Control as well?
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
Something was different.
Okay, so it's got the comic book storytelling. That's how they get over the budget. Find the coffee.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
June 8th. Damn.
It's only 35 minutes.
Oh, here we go, New World. New World coming to console. Does it have Amazon Luna? Is it coming to Amazon Luna, Richie? No. So Amazon Games are going to prioritise other consoles ahead of their own platform.
Yes.
Well, good thing we don't have a podcast about it. Remember when New World had such a moment? And it had like
first came out.
So many concurrent players.
It's probably still going strong, but because we're not in that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, we're just not. You just don't hear about it.
Hungry Moogle's happy about it.
This is Eternum.
It's got some cool vibes to it, New World. I like the artistic choice. Yeah. PS5 and Xbox.
That's
Nice.
right. New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment
Nobody's watching on
HSR in the
TikTok.
chat to claim a special in-game bundle.
Who watches
for
long-form
Honkai Star
content
Rail
on
of
TikTok?
Stellar
I know.
Jade from TikTok.
That's not what
Game
TikTok's
Awards.
for.
And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago.
That was a long sentence.
There's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
I was actually listening to that Alan Wake song on the drive to work the other day because it's like the full track's like 13 odd minutes and it's a mixture of like rock and jazz and everything, and it takes me probably 2 listens of the song to get to work, so it's like quite an easy thing to just put on twice and I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm in the car going, doing the dance. Should I have hands on the wheel? Honkai.
Nightmarish past will disperse.
So what's your timeline looking like for Alan Wake 2 for you? I'm curious. Because you played one with the girlfriend, right?
Yeah. I'm in no rush to play it, to be honest. I'm trying to play Jedi Survivor, but my issue at the moment is because I've got Jedi Survivor on Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm not here that often. So if I want to play it, I'm usually playing on my key sheet on my phone. But now I've got a portal, I want to play PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is why I went back to Assassin's Creed 2, which I started before I went on holiday. And it's why I'm like, I want to platinum that, and it's why I've just bought Cyberpunk on the Days of Play sale. Just out of randomness, I just downloaded Stick of Truth.
So a couple of things.
So yeah, there's just other stuff in the way.
Okay,
I'll get to it one day, but
ooh, VR. Looks VR-y.
Yeah.
Get to it, Lee. Get to it. You'll love it.
Also playing through like Lego Force Awakens.
Dark and darker. Man, VR is so fun. I wish I had like just time in my life to just disappear into VR worlds and just play daft
I don't have the
games.
time in my life to play the games I already own. Never mind buying an additional peripheral to buy games that look cool. It will be really fun experience, but I'm just not.
Well,
actually drawn to it.
annoyingly enough, after we recorded the podcast this week, PlayStation put out a blog post talking about the PC adapter for the PSVR 2.
Yes,
which
they
was
did.
like, you bastards! You couldn't. You know we do the podcast every Saturday or Sunday. You could have just put it out beforehand, but
like,
so rude.
Yeah.
But we'll cover it on this week's show if we do get to it. Of course, there wasn't really much to it other than unfortunately the PSVR 2 doesn't look like it's going to carry any of its features across with the adapter. However, once you give the mod folk, the PC community out there, access to it, I'm sure they'll jailbreak that sumbitch within a matter of weeks.
Yeah, here's the thing though, Chris. Although we couldn't cover it on the podcast, we do have a Discord where we did discuss it.
That's true. We do have a very vibrant Discord. All the information's in the description below. If you're watching along at home
you
thinking
have
the
it,
chat's
the
cool, the
unforgiving
hosts are cool, the
fantasy
content's
FPS
cool, you like
Dungeon
games, we love
PvE
games, join us in the
adventure
Discord. Like
Dark
Kumnar did
Adventure is now live
today.
on
He did.
For the second time.
Store today.
Thanks for
Play
rejoining,
this
Ben.
weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube
Is
theater.
his
We
jacket
thank you for
suede?
that. And ahead of the show,
Yeah, I think
4
so.
lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section.
I haven't seen any
thanks to
familiar faces.
Discover
Who was
Orange
missing
Ticket
there? Who did
Upgrade.
not
With
pick
Discover,
up their
you don't
tickets?
have to be a VIP to be treated like one.
Maybe they're in
All
the
right,
bar.
now here's the announcement of
Maybe.
the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
Oh, was Path of the Goddess that one that looked cool, and then the more they showed of it, you and me were like, oh, I don't know what I'm looking at now.
Yeah.
I feel like it was at Game Awards. Although it might have been a cinematic, because this doesn't look as clean as I thought of in my head.
Nah.
That's right, Ben. But you made it back. You made it back safely. Even
That's
if all your
amazing.
details are on the dark web now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sold them to my contacts in China. Didn't even get a lot of money for them. I just did out of spite.
July 19th. Hey, that's not long away there. Yeah, VR technology is great, but it does take some getting used to. The longer you spend in it, your body does adjust to it, but it's, again, can you get over that? It's like car sickness almost.
Yeah.
I've heard some people say if you take like a motion sickness tablet beforehand, like you would do if you're going on a car journey, it does actually help.
Yeah, but is it really a smart move to rely on drugs to get you through a gaming session?
Probably not. Stick with beer and energy drinks. That's what gamers are used to.
Yeah.
And cheesy snacks.
Yeah.
Do you have a go-to gaming snack, Richie? Like,
Not really.
I feel like the certain characteristics that it can't be sticky, it can't be like cheesy, because you don't want to get it on the controller,
You don't
right?
want you don't want anything that leaves a residue on your fingers.
Absolutely. I kind of like peanut M&Ms. I feel like they're a safe bet. Shovel a couple hundred in at once.
I don't know. I don't really have gaming snacks. I might maybe buy a bag of crisps here and there, but I don't.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
It's the Gang Beasts one.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Party Animals?
Party Animals, yeah, you got it. I thought that came out. Unless it's more skins or something, or more game modes.
A new season pass or something.
Oh shit, I did not see that guy.
It's Chameleon, that's why.
He's a cutie little corgi, don't you know?
Yeah.
With a hell of a right hook.
Yeah.
Whack. New game modes, there we go. Garfield kicking off.
Again, this is something we wanted to play.
Yeah, I feel like another game came out. It's got kart races in it now. Nice. Still on Game Pass, right?
I think so, yeah.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these
I feel like I've seen this week
unfounded
sometime.
rumors and allegations, and reassure you that things here at M-Corp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at M-Corp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks.
They're shredding all the
because of
evidence.
What you're saying about what M-Corp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at M-Corp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah!
It's like a bad office skit.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at M-Corp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic.
What's the game? Go to the website, Richie.
I have no idea.
Go to the website.
All right.
M-Corp, I think it
welcome
was.
back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Amsterdam for a new look
Oh, here we go.
at Skate from EA.
Skate? It's the corporation within Skate.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud?
It
Wow.
is?
Wow.
Oh.
This was the leak this week. They put up the website earlier in the week.
They're going to need a lot of help cleaning that up.
All that for a Skate game. That's brilliant. There you go, Richie. That's it. We're working on it still. Hey, you know what? At least the tongue-in-cheek. Remember when they showed it off initially and it was like framework development? Like no textures, nothing. Hey, did you ever play Skate? I know you're a huge Tony Hawk's fan.
No, I never played it.
That guy wasn't even on a skateboard. He's just rolling.
You know what? I hope that's a glitch and they decided, fuck it, we're leaving it in.
Coming this fall, playtesting. You know what? The honesty I appreciate.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan.
Ted, that does not
is
sound
adorable,
crazy.
deadly,
Eating
and has
crisps
over 25
with
million players
chopsticks. It's a
worldwide.
very smart move. I've heard of a lot of
That's
people
right.
doing it.
I'm talking about Power World.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Just look at the giant depresso.
Power
Cheer up,
World.
buddy. It's Summer Game Fest.
We enjoyed
Now,
Power World when we played
Here's the first major
it.
update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
Oh, what's the island? Is it not Cinnabar? What can they call that? Sounds like Cinnabar Island.
Sequel Island.
Cinnabon Island.
Yeah.
Sakurajima update.
Sakurajima.
It's just called New Island.
Yeah.
Power World had a moment, didn't it? February, March.
It's still going strong, isn't it?
Oh, it is, but...
Yeah. There's new powers to collect.
We never quite got far enough to make the Gatling guns and rocket launchers.
No.
Shit. Remember when we went into our first raid at the end of the stream and just got our asses handed to us?
Yeah.
By that Electabuzz looking fucker. Again, to be like, imagine being like a 10-year-old who's like just like, you love Pokemon already, Power World comes out, and you just have like awesome holidays to play this with not a care in the world.
Yeah.
Youth really is wasted on the young.
With touchscreen on your phone, probably.
Probably.
That was
With
high
wee
on the
claw
Steam
hands.
charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team. Guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Is it coming to console?
A whole new group of players, it must be. It's a cool logo.
Target down. Yeah.
Tom plays Valorant, doesn't he? I
think so, yeah.
That's like one of his jams.
Arena shooters just do nothing for me though.
Because we're too old.
I get the appeal, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I think with most games that we play and our chat plays and like kind of the age bracket we fit into is it's the repetition factor that kicks in. Like I feel like I would have fun playing this.
I enjoy it for an evening,
but then once I've done it for like a few hours, I'd be like, what's like what is actually new in it? Why would I keep playing it? And I know they have like character stories and moments, but like what brings me back if not repetition? I felt like growing up we played shooters like this, like co-op multiplayer shooters, couch co-op, Call of Duty.
I've done that thing.
I've served my time with this genre, and I think leave it for the young, for lack of a better term. The ones with the great reflexes and the twitchy trigger fingers and the patience to get good.
It's not even patience for me. It's more I don't want to invest enough time to get good in a game like that. Well, I think there's other games that I could be playing that I'd enjoy more.
Gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
Yeah. PlayStation do such a good job at snagging the marketing rights, don't they?
Great on console.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you soon in the limited
Just
beta.
get that brand association
But before
with
we go,
PlayStation.
here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community
Yeah, could you imagine having the passion in a game to go to a specific live tournament, to watch someone play it on a stage on a big screen, to then just go, they won, now let's go on a train or in a hotel and go all the way back home.
It's the same as going to watch a football match for me. I don't think there's any real difference.
Oh, Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
Is it? No?
No, it's Valorant.
No. It looked like the Prince of Persia dude.
Yeah.
And we know there's Prince of Persia DLC coming. I'm guessing that'll be at the Ubisoft Forward though. These are all the Valorant teams. Anyone in the chat play Valorant? Actually, didn't someone mentioned Valorant earlier on? About 15 minutes left, Richie. I feel like we've hit the bulk of the show where its stats get quite advert heavy. Not advert specifically, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're showcasing stuff that isn't necessarily trailers or gameplay. Like this is just showing us Twitch streamers. Yeah.
It's not.
Like, they have a global presence. Cool logo, though. I'll give them that. No one in the chat plays Valorant.
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here.
Too fast, too many colors.
Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals. With
we don't have
Summer of
DoorDash in the
Dash
UK.
Pass. Sign up
We need like a
now
Just Eat
for
or a
$0
Deliveroo.
delivery fees and
See,
get 50%
as I
off
said,
your next DoorDash order.
I think they have DoorDash in Canada, so
Guy who is normally
but we have
hosting our
Argos.
shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got
that's his
your
name.
exclusive
Oh, I need to turn it
first
off.
look. Check this out.
Where's my mouse? We can't look at Inside Out. Pixar will sue the ass off us.
Lance Slashblade? But
Oh, no, I
he's a
went back on
video
it.
game character. Why is he here? Yeah,
Why is a video game? Talk us through, Richie. What's happening in Inside Out? 2.
To be a hero.
So there's a pixel. This is like a PlayStation 2 era looking
100%.
JRPG character called Lance Slashblade talking to the Inside Out people in the head.
You haven't
I've
seen
never
Inside
seen
Out, have you?
I have not. I understand the premise.
It's like the numbskulls from the Beano comics. That's all you need to know.
Alright, so she's playing the game.
He's in the game?
Against Pugu, which is like a Pac-Man clone, boxing gloves.
Right. Okay, so it looks like Inside Out's going to feature some kind of video game throwback.
Yeah.
And that guy's
Shield
doing it.
yourself, my friends.
I'll probably go see Inside Out with my wife. We enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I've talked about my girlfriend about like watching the first one before, maybe going to see it.
Are we back?
I haven't seen the first one.
24 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment.
we're back.
Scan the QR code now to get up to
While I'm on Twitter, though, by the way, if anyone's seen it, PlayStation and Visual History from Too Old for Gaming. An amazing artist and writer called Sandeep does them. He says he doesn't have 250k to advertise at Summer Game Fest, so he's going to tweet out right now instead.
Look a lot like Ken Jeong, and today
look.
Chicken is excited to share a new game that
Ken
Chicken and
Jeong
Chicken's buddies
dressed
are
as a
in
chicken.
Yep.
called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of
This is
shiny
one of those
things,
games that doesn't
and
look like it
Chicken
exists
has
when
a
it pops
big
up on
role.
your
That's all that
on your
matters.
YouTube videos.
And here is our big ad. Squad up.
Have you seen some of the YouTube adverts now? It'd be like some dickhead going, "Oh, I don't know why people are calling this a fake game. I'm really playing it now." My response is, if you have to hire a guy to go that my game's not fake, your game's fucking fake.
I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fine. I drink right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am.
I've seen an advert for this because Chris Hemsworth is in it. I was like, what the fuck's Chris Hemsworth doing? And top right's Lego Batman guy.
Because
Will Arnett.
your sword play. Tell me about your sword play.
Like, imagine the budget to get these actors for a game.
Also pillaged a few villages.
I'm not a lawyer. Okay? I'm just a lumberjack.
Sometimes I think these games are more just a marketing campaign.
Which is why you'll have the
Chris
job.
Hemsworth probably got paid a lot of money to do very little here.
Here's more where that came from.
Yeah, he probably got paid like $1 million for like one afternoon's work.
Squad activity.
Just relax your bowels, your mind.
This is the advert I've seen. Now, it's so quick. I'm like,
I've
is that
never
Chris
watched it, I've always
Hemsworth?
skipped it.
It's like the first 5 seconds. Like, what are we watching?
And this is why people think these games are fake, because you're not actually showing us the game.
And the comedy's so bad.
Pasta. Jinx.
Oh, that's
You, Jinx.
what's his
You supposed
name?
to be a lumberjack?
Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Russian guy. Why can't I think of his name?
Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you?
Oh, who's that guy? Chat, you know who I'm talking about. It's Drago. Ivan Drago is played by
Where are you going? You can't leave.
insert famous actor.
Here. That came from inside me.
Oh, that's weird. All that just to get him to play his mobile game before bed. All that for that. That's insane. I think it's $250,000 for like 5 seconds at the Summer Game Fest was the leak. So they just paid probably
All right, please join
$1.5 million
to the
for that.
Monster Hunter series producer, Mr.
It's got to earn the money though.
Yeah.
It's
Dolph
got to
Lundgren.
earn.
Dolph Lundgren, that's the guy. Thank you, Lee. Yes, you are right.
The thing is that them sort of things, these sort of mobile games, they must make money because they keep making them.
Big hype for Monster Hunter Wilds this past week at the PlayStation State.
How many like YouTube channels do you know that get sponsored by things like random YouTube mobile games?
Thank you, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone
It's
to
a
be on the
shame
lookout for a
PlayStation
very
Nintendo
mysterious
can't
large monster
align
near the end of the trailer as
their
a
things a little bit
important
tighter with
monster
Summer
within
Game
the
Fest. Like, there's a big gap tomorrow between now and the Xbox Showcase that would have been fine for a PlayStation Showcase and a Nintendo one.
I think they actively don't want to.
But if they're going to go like last week, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct by the end of the month. Like, just come on, play nice.
I know, it's because when all... I think the downside they're probably seeing with E3 is when everything's all on top of each other, a lot of things get lost in the mix.
Yeah. But their stuff shouldn't.
Yeah, but even some of the smaller stuff might. But if you give it a couple of weeks, a month, then go when there's no one else going, you get the stage to yourself.
When the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
To be honest, I think it's what led to the E3 dying. COVID was the last nail in the coffin. But I think it was just COVID forced like Nintendo, PlayStation, other publishers to actually do their own thing, and they realised they could do their own thing, save a lot of money, and also get more mind share and more press columns.
Well, that's why Ubisoft went last week, didn't they, with Shadows? And get Shadows out and then give more information and kind of drive traffic towards your actual showcase.
Yeah. They've done it here tonight with Outlaws.
Yeah. Capcom. There's that font. There's that font.
Over there!
That was just a Capcom font.
Yeah, and also the Konami font and also the Bandai Namco font. And Square.
We need to shake them off. Follow me. Geoff. Here it comes.
There's too many of them.
Watch out for that glove.
This is like Dune. Sandworms. I will draw its ire. Should that have been fire?
No, ire.
Draw its ire.
Isn't it like it's similarly for like anger, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, you draw its fire. Either way, it's not. It wouldn't be the first time Japanese games translate something slightly incorrectly.
Yeah.
All our base are belong to us. When guns are introduced in this game, it always throws me off a little bit. This is just like, it's swords and animals fighting creatures, and then all of a sudden there's a machine gun comes into it. Looks great. It's kind of like Horizon, just without the robot element.
Yeah.
And obviously you hunt and kill the animals for their gear. Doshaguma.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You will see what hunting is all about.
I've never been able to put my finger on it, but there's something about Monster Hunter games I've never been interested
in. PlayStation 5, see what I mean? Marketing. No Xbox,
Thank you,
even though it's coming.
We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game.
Didn't then it get criticized for the next trailer that followed?
Final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
Saying it didn't look as sharp in the second trailer as it did in the first. Saying like the real gameplay wasn't as sleek. Because this is the one that we thought the combat looked epic. And then it was at the Game Awards again, or at another showcase, and we're like, oh, it doesn't look as clean as it did. So this is, I guess, a redemption. This is where we got caught up thinking, like, again, if it's Souls-like, we're out. If it's not, we're in.
Yeah, that can sometimes happen, I think, through development, where they have to start dropping the quality of it.
Yeah, like a vertical slice can be polished to high heavens.
Yeah.
This is the last game, Richie.
Before it's too late.
Now, what do you think? This is the sick combat, right?
Yeah. See, the overlay looks Soulsy. The combat doesn't.
I'm waiting to see how many times he rolls. Like, is there a parry system? Looking for bonfires. It kind of looks, it's leaning a little bit more towards Stellar Blade, I think. Where it's like, it's almost Souls, but it's not quite as harsh. Stellar Blade, Phantom Blade. Why not? Summer Game Fest, hands-on experience. Which one are we going to? I'm thinking Shanghai.
I was thinking Tokyo.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend. So you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Geoff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay
He
tuned.
really needs something to end on, doesn't he?
Right now
like,
on the stream featuring an hour of indie game reveals.
it needs a one more thing. Like,
all showcase, I think they need one more thing to just
go with a bang.
Things
out. Yeah.
This weekend, and we'll see you again live.
I feel like that's just been a slow taper for the last 20 minutes now of just like
Thanks for watching, everyone.
getting lower and lower, and then like you need that pop at the end for people to leave thinking like, damn, that last thing was epic.
It's just I don't think you want to end with the last thing being him saying goodbye.
Yeah.
As well.
Like if you were there,
he comes on stage, he says his goodbyes and goes and he's to close us out. He's this.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a game. It could be something.
Yeah. I like
the Game
a
Awards
performance
orchestra could be an awesome one more thing.
Yeah. One last thing, we're going to leave you with an amazing melody of just like epic video game sounds. Right, folks. Let's just lower that volume because it's getting a bit crazy. So obviously Summer Game Fest does go on. There's a lot more that we're going to see over the weekend. There's Day of the Devs, as you can see here, there's Day of the Devs, there's multiple showcases, there's Devolver Digital, I think tomorrow at some point. But we are going to see a lot play out. But more importantly, we've got the Xbox Showcase that's going live this Sunday, 6 p.m. BST, various times around the globe. We'll be tuning in, we'll be reacting live to that. It's going to be about an hour or so for Xbox, and then there's going to be Call of Duty Direct afterwards, and then we're going to go straight into recording the podcast as well. So remember, the GamerGuild Podcast, every week we round up all the video game news for your listening and viewing pleasure here on YouTube, and up there on the podcast platforms of your choosing. Just search for GamerGuild Podcast, GamerGuildTV, you'll find us, and we'll round up everything from Summer Game Fest, all the important stuff we've seen here tonight, and all the stuff that comes out from Xbox as well. We're unfortunately not going to be able to cover Ubisoft Forward due to previous things that were in our schedules, but Ubisoft have pretty much said it's going to be Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, which we know about, so anything we will pick up in next week's podcast as well, but we'll no doubt be talking to the Discord about if there is anything really, really important to pick up. But thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight. Richie, just a quick kind of vibe check summary. How you feeling? 2 hours of Summer Game Fest there?
I think it started off strong, but I think the last half hour especially tapered off. Nothing's blown me out the water, but nothing looks terrible either.
Yeah.
There's a handful of things like I'm intrigued, but not sold.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say that. I think it was a strong start. I think we said about the first 45 minutes to an hour was just solid. There was nothing bad showcased. Then I think the second half of the show, we got like the midpoint, which I think was around about the Remedy, which was great. Alan Wake coming out tomorrow, which is nice. We've almost got like a stealth drop on that one. But then I do feel like, not necessarily the quality, but maybe the games weren't for us. And then interstitialed in with trailers and adverts for essentially free-to-play games and mobile games kind of like just killed it. And then I think the end, we say this every year at the Game Awards, but it just kind of like falls a bit flat where you want that pop, and I think Xbox will bring that on Sunday. I think Xbox had a terrific showcase last year, and I think this year is going to be even more. I can't wait to see what they show. So exciting stuff. We'll hopefully get a Nintendo Direct and a PlayStation Showcase at some point soon. But overall, folks, thank you to everyone in the chat who's dropped in, who said hello, who's joined in, engaged with us. Don't forget, again, if you haven't done so already, do like the video, share it with your friends, share the podcast with your friends, help us in the algorithm, help us find new audiences. Send it to your friends. Hey, you might find another Gamer Guild hero out there to join in with us. But thank you all. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully the weather's nice for you all out there. And Argos remains open for all your gaming needs. My name's been Chris.
I've been Richie.
We've been GamerGuild TV, watching Geoff Keighley's Summer Game Fest. In fact, we'll see you next time. And remember, folks, play whatever makes you the happiest. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.